The most dangerous midlife trap isn't a failure. I'm talking about why you feel lost, even though your life looks fine. You see, you can succeed and still suffer. You can provide and still be empty. You can be needed and still feel invisible. Research shows meaning fades, not from hardship, from stagnation, from silence, from isolation. I'm a best-selling author and I'm a midlife man, and I'm going to give you my takeaway on the research that I'm looking at right now a little bit later, as well as the bonus too. See, there's a midlife puzzle. You built a career, you raised a family, you solved problems, you carried responsibilities, yet something feels missing. Not happiness, not success, meaning. The first study I'm looking at today is that researchers studied 2,671 people. They discovered that psychological richness and predicted meaning in life strongly. You see, psychological richness means new experiences, new perspectives, new challenges, new conversations, new environments. The more richness that you have, the more meaning that you have, and the better mental health becomes. Meaning wasn't created by comfort. It was created by challenges, by uncertainty, by learning, by experience. They changed all the perspectives. The second study looked at how researchers examined Australian men. They found traditional masculine beliefs reduced help-seeking behaviour. Men delayed reaching out, even when struggling, and barriers became bigger problems than problems themselves. The hidden cost? Well, you become the strong one, the dependable one, the fixer, the provider, the problem solver. Eventually, nobody asks, how are you? Including you. So what creates the meaning? Well, study one found 3 ingredients. One was coherence. Life makes sense. Challenges understood. Problems manageable. And purpose visible. The second one was self-compassion. That is, less self-attack, more self-respect, and more acceptance. And thirdly, rich experiences. New places, new skills, and new viewpoints. You see, without all of these new things and new stories too, the midlife has a danger. Many men stop exploring. They stop sharing and stop learning. They stop even asking and stop feeling. Life narrows, meaning shrinks. So how can you fix this from the research suggestions? Well, number one is seek novelty. Travel somewhere unfamiliar. Often we get stuck in our ways. We get stuck in where we are, maybe where we're from. Maybe it's the people around us we try to represent. We try to look big in that regard, and that's fine. But if we travel further, we can open the mind and learn one new skill whilst we're doing that, or indeed after or before the travel. The skill and the travel don't actually have to coordinate, but if they do, grand, you're saving time and maybe money too. Change our routine. If you do that, then you're flipping it about. You're getting the novelty pushed into your brain, into your mind's eye, and you're asking yourself deeper questions about how you can reignite a passion for something new. Try to expand your perspective. In doing so, you can read outside expertise. Look, maybe you're the expert in your realm, and that's grand, but maybe there's others that have perspectives that are totally against what you think. However, if you read them, you're opening your mind up, you're seeing things from another viewpoint. We can often close down, so we have to look larger beyond ourselves. Because the research is great. It allows us to have more help. And if you don't get something or look at the research directly, you can ask for help. And in doing so, you can speak earlier, ask earlier, look at your past and think about the problems you've had, and perhaps you didn't ask earlier. But if you speak earlier, that means you're not doing it later. Doing it later means you are looking at the problem from the inside of the problem. If you can seek it earlier and speak earlier, you can predict what's coming up and be proactive. Try to build coherence. If you can clarify your priorities within this is going to help you so much. You'll be able to get to the nucleus of the problem and define your purpose. By doing so, it means that, well, you're going to get the solution because at least you know the problem specifically. And then review your goals weekly, as often as possible. 7 days or 1 month, depending on the size of your problem, but break it down into little micro chunks so that you can get to the problem and to the root cause quicker. Try to practice self-compassion. It's not always going to be easy. Maybe you don't have the supporters right now beside you, but if you reduce your self-criticism, the thoughts that are going on between your ears within your mind, it's going to help you. Try to accept that there's imperfection, and you, my friend, have imperfections. I'm sorry to say, I have many of them too. But if we can just give ourselves a little bit easier of a run and see that we have more room for improvement than imperfections, it's better. Try to speak kindly inwardly to yourself. That voice that's cluttering around all the thoughts together and maybe not putting action and certainly not getting positive outcomes for everything needs to have kindness. Now look, if you're getting anything from the video, please like it. Please comment, good or bad, happy or sad. And I'll try to get to the bottom of what you have to say as well. And also subscribe. That means I can have notice to produce more research-based content. Now, let's look at strengthening your friendships. That means you can break it down by scheduling the conversations. Spend time with people. Really make it a booking, a schedule in your conversational calendar as such. You have meetings, but break them down into one-to-ones. Get to know that person. Get to care. Let them see that you do care, and then reconnect intentionally. There's loads and loads and loads of people from your past. Think of all the thousands of people. If you're middle-aged, you have hundreds of days. That's many, many people you've met throughout any 1 year. If you reframe your challenges too, there's going to be a benefit. View setbacks in one way and try to reframe them then. There's a whole range of therapies, especially cognitive behavioral therapy, that's based on reframing things like this. And look at information for what it is, not identity of who you are. I spoke about novelty earlier on, but if you create experiences, you can collect stories, you can have passion and not possession. The moment is the most important thing, and a collection of moments allows you to be inspired. Purposeful adventures are there to be had. One other thing with the internet is that we can check them out all the time online. So if you create your own personal experience with the people you want inside that circle on these adventures, you're going to have a great experience going forward. Try to increase your reflection thereafter. Try journaling. If you do this regularly, you can flick back the pages and see the differences of how you felt and how you've developed. You don't even have to show that journal to anybody else. From there, you can notice your growth or consistent mistakes, and you can just be annoyed with yourself, but keep it very personal towards yourself, because from there you can record your lessons and that helps you move forward. Become reachable. How is that? Well, let people in. We have phones and yet we are not reachable. We have all these apps and yet people cannot get a direct message to us. Why is that? We need to be able to have one clear line of communication for the people that we want to be let into our circle. So accept the support. If they're reaching out to you, you have to be there in the moment for them. Remove the barriers. Whatever it is that's stopping that help from coming in, there has to be a barrier. Find it and forget it. My takeaway is that if you seek out experiences, you try to connect with others and bring them on that adventure, you're going to have more meaning in your life. So go and get it. Thanks for watching. Please like this video. If you subscribe, comment to say that you have, and we'll look after you.